Here with Coach Purdy of the Glenbrook North Spartans. Always tough on the losing sideline, Coach. Just felt like early in that first quarter, you mentioned the youth on your team. It felt like you got started before you didn't, and that kind of came in the way of false starts. You tripped yourself up with penalties a little early. Where do you feel like you can clean it up in the week of practice?
I think the biggest thing, as you mentioned, is our penalties. I mean, I'm pretty positive we had double-digit penalties. I know we had 6 going into halftime. So you have 6 penalties. 3 of them were drive killers, and then we ended up having 2 interceptions. So it's the little things that add up really quick. So you eliminate penalties, you don't turn the ball over, and you just got to play a heck of a lot smarter football game. St. Pat's is a very good football team, and we didn't play well enough to beat them tonight.
Well, in terms of your offensive line, they were throwing a lot of stunts and twists, and they were getting into the backfield pretty quickly. How do you attack practice this week? Because that's an experienced defense, and Gaborowski was flying all over the place. How do you use this as a learning experience moving forward?
The film kind of really puts it out there for us. We'll get a chance to break it down. We'll sit down. Me personally, I'm the offensive line coach. I'll sit down with the offensive linemen. We'll spend some time working all the different looks they have. I mean, they hadn't shown that much stunting, on the one film we had. They certainly blitzed us. Their middle linebacker is definitely a stud. I believe he was the player of the year in the spring from the league. So, we knew he was good. But some of that's for us is a little bit of experience at the offensive line. We're moving some guys around, and the stuff we can just coach up and get better at.
Well, Coach, it was, I think, a more closely played game than 32-6, and I think it going a few bounces this way, a few bounces that way. I mean, it really felt like Lady Luck wasn't on your side at all until about late in the second quarter when you finally got that punt down inside the 5. Yeah. It felt like that's when you caught your first break. As a coach, do you allow any room for that in the locker room of, hey, maybe things could have gone our way, or are you just full have to get better?
You know what? We full have to get better, but at the same time, you can't put too much emphasis on it. We got to play next week, yeah. And we just got to spend some time watching the film and fixing the things that we can fix, and then we'll grow from there.
Well, Coach, I really appreciate you talking with us after the game. That's Coach Purdy from Glenbrook North. The Spartans, they've got a tough conference slate coming up, and we wish them the best of luck. I'm Lukas Moore, and this is Sports Broadcast Solutions.